What is going on my hotshots? Today we'll be breaking down my 4K gameplay I got about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Didn't really upload it because I was busy moving houses, as some of you guys may know. So one of the first things I want to bring up on this gameplay is that the key to higher tier gameplays, you're going to want to land hot. You got to land in a hot area, so it's either going to be fragment, sorting, or skyhook. It's going to be one of those three, sometimes mirage depending on where ship goes. One of the most important things to do in higher damage gameplays is to make sure that you are aware of which way the ship's dropping. For instance, it's going from tree to skyhook. You're going to want to just keep that in mind throughout the game, because you're going to because at the very beginning half the teams are going to end up dropping. That's just how it is. And sorting factory is going to be your hottest drop right off this ship. Based off that, you're going to either want to rotate to sorting or you're going to want to rotate to harvester, because a lot of teams are going to flow in from mirage and also down south at lava. So you're going to want to just keep that in mind. One major key to landing is to be looking around. What I like to do is make sure that I'm landing in a safe location where I can get loot, where no one can be around me, because I don't want to deal with the 50-50. What a 50-50 is when you both land on a weapon, pretty much just whoever gets better loot at that point. One major thing I like to do too is to make sure that I land somewhat hot, but not like crazy hot. So I don't want like 1,000 people around me. I want to be able to loot up a little bit and get good loot, maybe pick a fight or two, and then just make sure I get to loot up, get shields and weapons and ammo. Right here I get scanned by a bloodhound, so I'm just cautious of that. He pushes me right here and I down. I shield swap. So one thing that's really pivotal in high damage gameplays is shield swapping, both in loot crates and also on the ground. Just be aware of your surroundings, in other words, and try and loot as fast as you can when you're in boxes. I'm in controller, so I can't really loot crazy fast. I kind of take my time looting here just because I know there's no one around. One important thing to do, even if you're playing with randoms, is to try and know your team comps. For instance, right here, I'm going to tell this Lifeline to drop their robot. My Lifeline and my Bangler both kind of come up clutch here. My Lifeline drops their robot quite a bit for me, and also the Bangler will smoke, and I have a Digi-Threat later on in this gameplay, which you'll see. One major key is to use guns that you're comfortable with. For instance, I am super comfortable with a Peacekeeper, Prowler, R99, and Havoc. Those are like my go-tos right now. So as I'm moving up here, my teammate pings an enemy. So I realize there's going to be people on him, I'm guessing, unless he's just trolling, but a lot of people will do that if you're playing with randoms. Just be cautious of that. So I miss a lot of shots, so instead of pushing right away, I'm going to rotate around, try and get a better angle, because I had a horrible angle, and they're going to know where I'm peeking. So shot a PK shot at that dude, and I laser this Octane, so I realized he won't hit, so I just down him. I'm going to go back inside. This is key. You got to go back inside, make sure you heal. Luckily I found a shield there, so I shield swapped. Always be looking out for shields. Then I down the happy really well. I make sure to keep peeking that corner of the shelf, just because you always want to have some sort of cover when you're in fights. Just make sure you have cover, that's really important. Then I down that Octane, get my last kill and wipe that squad. Big thing is not to be a douchebag and roast your teammates, because a lot of times your teammates can't help, like I said before. So try and grab banners as much as possible. They can hurt you, like they can end up getting damage and kills, but in the long run I feel like it's more worth it to have teammates. It's just completely up to you and your play style. So right here I noticed they shoot down a robot tick, so I know there's going to be enemies in the area. Also, I know that I'm in kind of a horrible position just based off the fact that I'm in castle. I'm literally in the middle of the open. I knock one, then I realize the Bloodhound's super lit, so I'm going to push him. I missed my shots, unfortunately, so I'm just going to go back and rotate because I noticed that Wraith is up there. You just have to make sure you reposition. That is a major key, and then make sure you always have shields available. Popping shield cells and batteries will save you so many times. I messed up the grapple bad. It's all good playing that finishing Octane. I went for a thirst here because he had gold shield and I wanted to get that shield swap. That was really clutch right there. Now I can pop a Phoenix in like half the time, and I'm back to full health and ready to fight right now. One other thing you need to be cognizant is of your ammo. Right here I realized I had really low ammo. I was running for the thirst right here. I know it's not really the best idea to do, but I needed ammo. Like if you need ammo, you have to get what you gotta get, you know? But loot that shit fast. I took a little bit too long to loot that. Sent my teammate, so we're gonna have 3 people in the fight, which is always helpful. Sometimes can hurt you if you're going for higher damage or higher kill gameplay. So right here, I noticed that there's a smoke over there, and my Bangalore is really low, so I just realized that something's got to be happening over here. There's got to be a guy there, and then I see the Bloodhound, and I down him, and that's the squad wipe. I'm currently sitting at 6 kills. I honestly thought this was going to be a 20 kill game. I was feeling it. So all you're missing out on this gameplay right now is just me searching through Capital. I went to the main streamer building, which is right here, and checked just to see if anyone was in there. No one was in there, so Capital's pretty cleared out. So now I just have to... I went back and thought in my head, like, where did ship go? And I realized it went over by a sorting factory. So I'm going to rotate hard back towards sorting and harvester, that area, just because that area is going to be a huge choke point based off the way circles fell. So we made our long voyage to the harvester. It took a little bit of time, but it was kind of worth it, I guess, because I got loaded up on meds. My teammates pinged there's an enemy there, so I just took down. I whiffed like almost all my shots. I don't know what I was aiming at right there. And then I slowly pushed this kid I pushed this kid super fast because I realized he's really low. My teammate ends up downing him, unfortunately. I was trying to go for the thirst. I ended up going for the thirst. It was really ballsy right there. Probably shouldn't have did that considering I was getting shot at, but paid out, I guess. So I'm getting pushed by a full team. I'm going to try and laser that dude, which I do. End up getting a headshot. Take cover, heal with that gold shield, which is really clutch. I end up lasering the Pathy as well. Realize he has self-res, thirst that immediately. Hurry up and shield swap because he already has gold. Grab everything. I need heavy ammo desperately, so I'm going to just grab that as fast as I can. Problems with playing controller right now. So I know there's going to be a bunch of enemies in here just based off of me being able to hear footsteps and such. And I noticed that there's just 2 enemies, so I'm going to try and focus one. Don't try and focus both, just make sure you focus one low. Hopefully your teammate will be aware and rotate over. I keep peeking the corner so that way I don't take as much damage and they don't really know what I'm doing. Kind of have that unpredictable factor that you need. Because if you just stand in the open, you're just going to get lasered and destroyed. You have to just keep constantly peeking and taking pop shots at people. Hopefully you'll get a headshot or 2. One key thing when you're in these situations too is to try and make every fight a 1v1 if possible. Because I'm fighting 3v. I'm essentially fighting 3v1 right here. So I got a 1v1 right here. I tried to take it like I could and then see it push back, so I'm going to push back. You just got to try and get position and get a 1v1. Higher chances of winning a fight if you can have a 1v1. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get my teammates beacon, but it's whatever. Keep on taking pop shots at these dudes. They're playing really weird. I used my teammate smoke to my advantage. I'm happy I grabbed Digi-Threat for my Peacekeeper right here. Usually don't run it, but I thought because I had a Bangalore would be a good idea, and it paid off. Right here I don't shoot a crazy amount because I don't want to waste a lot of ammo knowing that I'm running low. So I know there's one inside, and I know there's one on top. Bloodhound scanned me, so I just know I need to be really, really cautious with how I play this. Peek corners slowly, don't do anything too crazy. Right here, that was really key. Really, really key. Make sure to jump up and use windows to your advantage. Not just there, but throughout the whole map. Then I also got lasered by that Bloodhound and another dude. I couldn't really see who that was. And so I just grappled away, repositioned. Live to fight another day. You just have to keep healing too. Like if you know you're gonna lose a fight, just back out. Don't try and warrior it. Or if there's even like a risk of you dying, there's no point. I went back and looted up a little bit because I was running super low on heavy. Unfortunately, my teammate grabbed most of the heavy. So I only have about 100 shots left in my prowler, which is unfortunate. Bloodhound scans me right here. And I realize there's a lot of fighting going on, so I'm just going to try and focus people. Hopefully they're lasered like that Bloodhound was. I'm in a terrible spot right here, so I just try and reposition as fast as I can. Remember to always pull out if you're in a terrible situation like I was right there. You don't want to just end up getting destroyed because of some silly stuff like that. Right here I notice there's 2 squads fighting. My teammate's fighting one, I'm fighting another one. Notice the bangler's coming, heard her footsteps. Almost, I missed a PK shot, easy PK shots. I don't know what I was doing there. I ended up down here in the long run. One thing I did terribly here is I didn't rotate to my batteries. I just kept popping shield cells. I don't know why I did that, because I'm in a big fight right now. Make sure you have your right thing covered over. Right here, dude's getting res, so I just PK him. There's another dude I gotta reposition quick, shield bat. And I also need to get some loot. I'm running super low on heavy ammo. Unfortunately, none of these kids had heavy. Grab meds. I got stuck on a box. I just grappled away. Luckily, my teammate had a clutch smoke. One thing to keep in mind too is keep looking at that circle occasionally. Circle almost pushed us out, but we had good positioning. Don't know where that last dude went in the squad, which is really weird. But circle forced them out. I'm pretty sure they died from circle. Then I noticed there's a squad fighting directly in front of me. They're really focused on that dude taking jump tower. I have no idea why they're playing like this. So what I do is I just grapple up. And while they're focused, I'm just going to PK down one really quickly. Take a cover, reload my weapon, and try and laser this Caustic. I don't know where those last 2 bullets went. Looked like they hit, but they didn't. Caustic just ran out, so I'm assuming he's going to get down by another squad. Because he's being sniped at. I have to be really cautious here though, because it's a Caustic and he could easily just throw his gas on me and just ruin me. Be aware of what your other enemies are doing too, because see how I was getting sniped at, he had to push us because of that. He ended up dropping his gas right here, which was horrible, but luckily I had a digi threat. Came in clutch. Digi threat was coming in clutch. It's the only reason I got this kill right here, like literally the only reason. I desperately need heavy ammo, so I'm going to go for the thirst and loot this. Hopefully he has heavy, which he did. Not a lot though, which is unfortunate.
Give my shields a recharge. Ring ain't far. Half of one.
So right here I'm just trying to heal and kind of just like readjust myself and save myself. I notice my teammate is in a fight with another dude. He starts popping shots. I have my PK out like an idiot. I don't know why I had that out. But I ended up getting that kid really lit down to like 1 shot. Ended up finishing him off.
We just eliminated the whole squad. Exciting. Only 2 enemy squads left.
Fortunately, I'm running really low on heavy ammo. So I'm hoping that this last box will have heavy ammo, which it fortunately does. It has a lot of heavy.
It's on. Rings moving. Give my shields a recharge. Never mind.
Can I get some batteries? Luckily, I had some good communication with my teammate, and I asked for batteries, and he dropped me them, which was really fortunate. You gotta make sure you have somewhat decent teammates. They can't be like the best, but they can't be the worst, if you know what I'm saying. Because if they're just god tier players, they're just gonna eliminate the whole server. You don't want that in these types of games. You want to just have okay teammates. The dude was really clutch. He pinged ammo for me. He knew I was running low on heavy. I was just shredding through kids. I noticed there's a team here, so I'm gonna try and laser them with the prowler, and I'm gonna take cover. And I'm just going to rush this because I figure that they're not going to expect it. If worse comes to worse, I can just grapple back because I'm Pathfinder. I realize I get shot from another squad, so this is perfect time. They're going to be healing most likely. And I crack one, I knock one. Chill here, pop a Phoenix. Probably should have popped the bat, but I thought I was down in the moment in health. Teammate gets a clutch kill right there. Probably could have gotten more damage if my teammate didn't do that, but it's cool. Fortunately, no heavy. I'm still running super low on heavy. Teammate comes up with a clutch smoke as usual.
Rings next door. 45.
So I know where the last team is going to be because they were fighting the last team. My teammate had some clutch smokes right there. So I'm going to make a zipline, try and send on that team, try and get the high ground, but then I notice there's a bloodhound in the corner. Juke them out with that zipline, which is key, trying to juke your enemies around. I lost sight of that bloodhound. I was trying to push him because he's all by himself, so I have an easy 1v1, which is great for a 3v2 situation. That dude's standing still, I try and laser him, I almost get him down. But unfortunately that bloodhound pulls up to my left. I don't know where that bloodhound came from, honestly. I don't know how he wrapped all the way around and didn't see him. PK, that last dude for 114, and that is game. Fortunately we didn't get the win, but it was a good effort. Hope you guys learned something from this. Here's my 4K badge and stuff right here. If you guys like this content, like, comment, and subscribe. Adios.
I used to feel so devastated.